Hello everyone. Welcome to Chapter 7 Rural Livelihoods. In this chapter we will learn how people living in villages earn money, what kinds of work they do, and what problems they face in their daily lives. In this chapter we will learn four main things. First, we will see the different ways people earn a living in villages. Second, we will understand farm work and non-farm work in rural areas. Third, we will discuss whether everyone gets equal opportunities to earn. And finally, we will learn about the similarities and problems faced by rural families. Before we begin, let us do a small warm-up activity. Look at the pictures given in the chapter opening. Try to identify which work is related to farming and which work is non-farming. You can also make a small table in your notebook and write the different types of rural work you have seen. This will help you understand the chapter better. Now let us begin with a village example called Kalpata village in Tamil Nadu. This village is close to the sea coast. People here do many kinds of work, but most families depend on agriculture. The main crop grown in the irrigated fields is paddy. So, farming plays an important role in the life of this village. Along with farming, people in Kalpatu also do many types of non-farm work. Some people make baskets, utensils, pots, bricks, and bullock carts. Others provide services like blacksmiths, nurses, teachers, washermen, weavers, barbers, and mechanics. There are also shopkeepers and traders in the village bazaar. Small shops like tea stalls, grocery shops, cloth shops, tailor shops, fertilizer and seed shops are also common. Farming is the main activity around Kalpatu. Coconut groves are found around the village. Other crops like cotton, sugarcane, and plantain are also grown. Mango orchards are also seen in this region. Many people work in the fields as laborers, especially during busy farming seasons. Now let us meet Tulsi, who is an agricultural laborer. She works on Ramalingam's land, which has about 20 acres of paddy fields. She works from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Her work is supervised by Karathama, who is Ramalingam's wife. Tulsi gets work mainly during key farming seasons, not throughout the year. Tulsi does different types of work during different farming seasons. She helps in preparing saplings. She does transplanting of paddy, which is very hard work. She also does weeding and harvesting. But the problem is that regular work is available only for a few times in the year. So her income is not steady. Tulsi is paid only 40 rupees per day. Her work is very painful because she has to bend for long hours, with her feet in water. As she grows older, the work becomes harder. Still, she accepts low wages because she depends on the employer for work. This shows how difficult life can be for agricultural laborers. Tulsi's husband Raman is also a laborer. Their family does not own any land. When there is no farm work, Raman loads sand from the river or stones from a quarry. Tulsi also does household work like cooking, cleaning, washing, collecting firewood, and fetching water. So she works both inside and outside the home. Sometimes even a small illness can become a big crisis for poor families. One of Tulsi's daughters fell ill and needed hospital treatment in the town. To manage the expenses, the family borrowed money from Ramalingam. Later, they had to sell their cow to repay the loan. This shows how emergencies push poor families into debt. Many rural families cannot earn money throughout the year. Some work is seasonal, so they do not get regular employment. Because of this, people travel long distances in search of work. This travel for work is called migration. Migration happens when families have no other option to survive. Now let us meet Sekar, who is a small farmer. He owns only 2 acres of land. His family does most of the farm work on their own. During harvest, small farmers often help each other. But Sekar also works in Ramalingam's rice mill to earn extra money. To grow crops, Sekar needs seeds and fertilizers. He takes these as a loan from a trader. To repay the loan, he must sell paddy to the trader at a lower price. The trader's agent reminds farmers of this condition. Sekar expects about 60 bags of paddy, but still his income is limited because he must sell at a lower rate. Sekar's family survives in different ways. Part of the paddy is used at home for food. The harvest lasts only about 8 months. To earn extra money, Sekar works in the rice mill. They also sell milk from a hybrid cow to the local milk cooperative. This shows that small farmers need multiple sources of income. Many farmers borrow money for seeds, fertilizers, and pesticides. They may borrow from moneylenders or traders. If seeds are poor or pests attack, crops can fail. If monsoon rain is not enough, crops can be ruined. So farming becomes risky, and debt becomes common in rural areas. Debt can become a serious trap for farmers. When farmers cannot repay, they borrow more. Over time, the loan becomes very large. This leads to serious distress among farmers. In some areas, it has even led to farmer suicides. This shows how dangerous and stressful debt can be. Now let us meet Ramalingam and Karathama, who belong to a large farmer family. They own 20 acres of paddy fields. They also own a rice mill and a shop that sells seeds and pesticides. They borrowed money from a government bank to set up the rice mill. Ramalingam buys paddy from the village and nearby villages and sells rice to traders in nearby towns. So, compared to Tulsi and Sekar, they have more land, more income, and more security. Let us now understand the situation in India. Nearly 2 out of every 5 rural families are agricultural laborers. Many are landless and some have very small plots. Small farmers like Sekar form about 80% of farmers. Only about 20% are large farmers like Ramalingam. So, we can see that most rural people either have no land or very little land. Now let us look at another type of farming called terrace farming, seen in Chizami village in Nagaland. Here, land on hill slopes is made into flat steps. The sides of plots are raised to retain water. This method is best for rice cultivation because water can stand in the field. People have individual fields, but they also work collectively in groups. This shows how farming changes based on land and location. Rural livelihoods are not only farming. Many people collect products from forests, do animal husbandry, and sell dairy produce. In some central Indian villages, people collect mahua, tinda leaves and honey to sell to traders. In coastal areas, many villages depend on fishing. Still, many rural families do not get enough work throughout the year. Now let us learn about a fishing village called Pidupit. Here, houses are close to the sea. Rows of catamarans and nets are commonly seen. In the morning, catamarans return with the catch. Women gather on the shore to buy and sell fish. Fishing is the main livelihood in this village. Aruna and Paravilan go to sea together in a catamaran. After fishing, the fish is auctioned. The money earned is divided into 4 shares. 1 share each goes to the people who went fishing. The 4th share is kept for equipment like the catamaran, engine and nets. So the earnings are shared among workers and also saved for future needs. Aruna and Paravilan took a bank loan to purchase an engine. The engine is fixed onto the catamaran. Now they can go far into the sea. This helps them get a better catch and earn more money. So technology can improve livelihood, but it also increases the need for loans. During the monsoon season for about 4 months, fishermen cannot go to sea because fish breed during this time. These months are called lean months. To survive, they borrow money from the trader. Later, they are forced to sell fish to that trader to repay the loan. These months are the most difficult for fishing families. Sometimes natural disasters can destroy livelihoods completely. Aruna's family suffered a lot because of the tsunami. Fishing families can lose boats, nets and income. This increases hardship, especially during lean months. So disasters can affect poor families more severely. Now let us recap what we learned from this chapter. Rural people earn in many ways through farm work and non-farm work. Farm work depends on seasons, and sowing and harvesting are the busiest times. Land ownership affects income and security. Families with land and resources have better living conditions. But many families borrow money when work is not available. So rural livelihoods show us both hard work and challenges faced by village people. That's it for now. Thank you.